This is a big one. They're all big ones, and they could actually clinch. But this is a team that is now, we've talked about balance. They've found about as good a balance as there is in the NFL.
You're right, Brad. I mean, offensively and defensively in yards generated and yards allowed, there are 2 teams in the NFL that are in the top 10 offensively and defensively, Cincinnati, New Orleans. There's only 5 teams in the NFL that are in the top 10 in points allowed, points scored. Bengals and Saints, obviously. You got the Chiefs, you got the Patriots, and you got the Seattle Seahawks. 5 pretty good football teams that are very, very balanced.
This is a Pittsburgh team that's hopes are just about dashed. Doesn't really matter on Sunday night, does it?
No. Last year, reflecting back in that game last year, watching the battle royale that went on, and then going in the locker room after that game, that's as fatigued as I've ever seen the coaches and players emotionally, mentally, physically, every way you can be. I mean, that was an unbelievable football game. I think this one's going to be the same way. That one knocked the Steelers out of the playoffs, got the Bengals in. This one, the Bengals can clinch a playoff spot. Don't know about the division yet because Baltimore hasn't played on Monday night.
This is a return for James Harrison. He's kind of played a fairly quiet season in Cincinnati. Will it be an emotional return for him?
I think he won't show it outwardly, but I think when he sees Dick LeBeau on the Heinz Field sideline, it's going to get emotional for him because he was emotional about Dick LeBeau, not the Pittsburgh Steelers coming to Monday Night Football earlier in the season, but when Dick LeBeau was talked about, you could see it affected him. And he regards Dick LeBeau as a dad, father figure, more so than a coach.
This is a big one for Drake Kirkpatrick, who has to fill in for Terrence Newman. Is he ready?
I think he is. And the thing that we've seen is not only are they drafting players and signing good free agents, they're developing them. They're getting them in the system. It's kind of like the cycle of life of the franchise. And I think he is ready. I mean, feels like he's been ready for a while. He'll get tested, though. You know for a fact that Todd Haley, by formation and motion, is going to get Antonio Brown matched up against Drake Kirkpatrick as much as possible. Antonio Brown, second in the league in catches.
We're looking for a good one. Maybe come back with a playoff clinch, David.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.